Alright. I think ended my broadcast just a tad bit too early. I decided to come back on. Sorry about that. I was not expecting that storm to go tornado warning, and I want to keep y'all in the loop. So I apologize. What's going on? Program. We got a tornado warning over here near Triana, Owens Crossroads, and New Hope. It should be live, but it doesn't show up on my end. Can y'all see me? I don't know what the heck's going on with this. Hold on. Cancel. Okay. Okay. There. Says, what in the heck is going on? Hold on. My YouTube studio is messing up here. Let me. But I think we're live, but I can't tell. But if you live in Triana, Owens Crossroads, New Hope, and Lily Flag, you guys need to be in your safe spots. Need to be in your safe spots. We got an area of some rotation over there near Triana. That there. 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 Okay. It says I'm live. Okay. Thankfully, I don't know what the heck was happening with the YouTube studio. It says I'm live. All right. We ended a little bit too early, I think. And also, we got another area of some strong circulation over here north of Gurley with the tornado on the ground. Again with that storm. That is just north of Gurley. Moving up into Holly Tree. If you live in Holly Tree, you guys need to be in your safe spots. We've got a potentially large and extremely dangerous tornado now back in progress with this storm just north of Gurley, Alabama, heading towards Pleasant Grove and Skyline. You guys need to be in your safe spots. Back over further down to the south, we do have a developing circulation down here. We do have Brad Adair en route to this storm at the moment. Let me see if I can get these other chasers back up. They both ended their streams, maybe? They're still up. Okay. There. Make sure they are current. Going. There we go. Okay. All right. And that's the latest information here. So again, Owens Crossroads, New Hope, over here near Big Cove and Cherry Tree all need to be in their safe spots. Also, Lily Flag in and along Memorial Parkway 231, Lacey Springs, Triana. This rotation is just south of Huntsville. Alabama. Current radars and velocities in this area are not really indicating too strong of rotation. What they are showing here is a developing circulation over here near Toluca Branch. There is some broad rotation there. It's kind of on the weaker side, but if this does try to wrap up, it's still going to be going into a populated area. My current theory is that it should fail to, but I decided to go live just to be better safe than sorry, just in case Mother Nature proves me wrong. And yeah, we do have Brett Adair that is getting gas out here and is eventually going to be back getting down to the south to get a close eye on this storm. Back over here, north and east, still have a strong circulation with a large debris signature still in progress here, north and east of Gurley, Alabama, heading into Holly Tree here shortly. So again, if you live in Holly Tree, need to be in your safe spots. Princeton, Trenton, back over here near Baileytown, all needs to be in their safe spots. Yes, we are back live. I think I ended too early. I let my emotions get to me. I was going to go run out there and help, but there's another tornado warning, and still some folks that I know in this warning. This one's actually closer to me. Technically, I am not in this tornado warning, but I am like a mile from the polygon. All right, latest scan over here near Triana. Still keeping a close eye on the storm. Still no debris signature on this radar. I'm going to check back over. Yeah, according to our radar over here, kind of seems a little bit outflow dominant at this moment. We're looking right in this area for velocities. And you can see that it is still very broad circulation here south of Triana. So this one going to need to change a little bit, needs to become a little bit more inflow dominant before it tries to produce another tornado, or its first tornado, sorry. All right, back over here, north of Gurley, still a large debris signature ongoing, heading into Holly Tree, Alabama. Again, if you live in Holly Tree, Alabama, Princeton, you guys need to be in your safe spots. Again, this could very well be a large and extremely dangerous tornado, but they haven't put that observation on it. But the velocities and the debris signature are pretty convincing of potentially a strong tornado in progress there. All right, latest update from this tornado warning, still radar indicated. So still not on the ground here south of Huntsville. It's probably not a good idea to raid somebody, then go live immediately after. It is what it is. My hometown. Where I'm from. Hopefully this storm doesn't reorganize the circulation further to the south, because then we got issues. Or I got issues. All right, latest scan over here. Still an area of rotation underneath the storm. It does appear to be weakening a little bit. Also, I'm noticing another area of circulation just to the north and west of Pleasant Grove. Still keeping an eye on that. This tornado warning here is very close to me, but it is not technically, I'm not in this tornado warning. And I'm about a mile from the polygon. I am back. Yeah, I decided I ended the stream just a tad bit too early. Because as soon as I ended my stream, my parents got put back into another tornado warning. So I decided to go live for them and for everybody else that is in the area. And also, if I would have left to go do search and rescue, I probably would have driven right into a tornado. So probably good that we stay here. And if I'm here, I decided, well, might as well go live. Do I have access to a shelter? Yeah. If this storm does try to do something, I do have access to a shelter. And thank you, Zinks, for the 20. Thank you so much. All right, latest scan. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this little area of rotation now north of Pleasant Groves is really tightening up. I would not be surprised to see this produce a tornado here in the short term. Back over here north and west of Pleasant Groves, still an area of circulation there. And what appears to be a debris signature over that area, but we don't have the latest correlation coefficient scan. Let me try to do a refresh here. I still don't have that latest information yet on that storm, but it does seem like we're trying to get a little bit of a handoff. This could be an occluding circulation, and this could be a handoff over here near Pleasant Groves, about to head up into the Skyline, Alabama area. This storm still so far is looking a little bit unhealthy, which is good. Let's come back over and get our latest scans from the Armor radar in the area. And maybe a little bit less outflow dominant there. I think Thomas for the 999. I'd appreciate that. Decatur is fine. You guys just have a couple of storms nearby, but none of them are tornadic right now. Yeah, and on velocities here, check raw velocity. Yeah, on velocity here, you can actually see that outflow boundary surging from our storm to the north, now getting caught up into our storm to the south. So it is officially becoming more outflow dominant, but still technically worth keeping an eye on. And you can see our area where our mesocyclone is behind that outflow boundary. So it's ingesting a lot of cold air right now. So it will struggle for the time being. Dom 3 got tossed off of a road by the Madison tornado? Really? Oh my goodness. Heck? They, what did they just do? They got hit by a very strong vortice, but it looks like they're okay. Is their live stream still up? They shot the rocket, but the rocket just like did not go anywhere, and then the vortice just like slammed right into them.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
New tornado warning has pushed this off to the east. This is still an observed tornado warning, and we have a new area of circulation developing here now to the south and west of Skyline. This is very close to producing a tornado. I don't know why we don't have the new correlation coefficient, so I'm going to come back over to the armor radar and see if we can't see a correlation. Yeah, this appears to be on the ground. Reads fine. Okay, good. That's crazy, though, that they did that. They literally 0-metered that tornado in the Dominator. That thing had strong circulation on it, too. Yeah, potentially a new debris signature already on this southern storm back over here near Letcher. As far as I can tell, but for some reason, I'm not getting the latest correlation coefficient. We have the latest reflectivity, the latest velocities, but not the latest correlation coefficient. The latest scan on this storm really seems like our rotation right now at this moment is still pretty weak with this storm. Thank you, Aaron, for the 499. Brad Arnold passed the Dom on a stream in the midst of everything, and you could see it halfway in the ditch. Oh, wow. So it did get thrown off the road. Dang. They got lucky, man. They got lucky. That's the thing. Like, I don't know. I don't understand all of that, to be honest. Like, I think it's pretty cool for science, but the other part of it is like, how do you know how strong the tornado is before you go into it? The Dom is only rated for EF3. Yeah, it looks like this storm might be trying to reorganize its inflow a little bit more. But as far as I can tell, on the armor radar, we still have very, very broad circulation inside of the storm right now. So it's still pretty outflow dominated. Is North Alabama in the clear? I still think severe weather is going to be possible back over here. We'll probably get another couple of tornado warnings. I have pretty low confidence that these storms will be able to produce again, but it's still worth technically keeping an eye on. This storm did scrape all the best instability out of the area, and it's probably left quite the cold pool behind it. But maybe there is still a small opportunity for our atmosphere to kind of recover out over here. It looks like Brett is slowly getting closer to this storm. Is about to. Brett is like 10 miles from me right now. He's on 231 for sure near Lily Flag. Oh, as soon as the rain starts to clear out, that mesocyclone will appear on the right side of the screen. Let's listen into him right now, see what he's saying. AMT is heading that way. Just talked to Logan. Sounds like a town may have been hit to the west of Huntsville. Yeah. No, a town was definitely hit, and it was hit by a strong tornado. There's probably a lot of damage if it did hit any houses. So I will be deploying there, but first I want to make sure just a little bit more diligently that the tornado threat is over before letting my emotions take advantage of my logical thinking. I think Brett's the only chaser we need, so I'm going to put Brett's view. Brett's view. I'm going to take off these two chasers because if I keep them on for much longer, it's going to cost me double than what I've already spent. So we'll do this, not that one, this one, that, and then this one. And yeah, Brett's popping out of the rain there. So we're about to get a clear view of what this storm is doing. And this is the southern storm over here near Owens Crossroads. Definitely a decently strength inflow on this storm still. It's trying to reform a warm core on the storm right now. Where did I put him again? Oh, he's up here. No. Wait, what? This is Brad Arnold. I don't want Brad Arnold. Although Brad Arnold's got a pretty good view of the storm. But Brett's in the same area, so. Okay. I want, actually, we'll do this, this. It's the same website, so let me just do this. There we go. Yeah, so there's your storm right there. Let's listen in.
Actually, what's this above us? Look. I got it. Hold up. That's rain. Alright. Alright, this is something.
Ooh.
It's right above us. Oh yeah. Here we go.
Oh, wow.
Let's
I can almost see my house from here. Almost. I see the mountain near my house
listen to me.
on the left side.
We need to turn and look back. You'll see why.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Right.
A new tornado warning has been issued. That's for Mississippi. It's going to be for this storm near Rolling Fork. If you live in Yazoo City, be in your safe spots there. Oh, wow. They just turned around here. That looks interesting. This might be a circulation that is occluding.
Hold on. Look right there. Yep.
Hmm.
There it is. Wind's blowing that way. There it is.
Yeah, this is currently located about to cross over 231. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's redeveloping right where he's looking. Right where he's looking. If we come over to here, you can see
Where's the wind going?
he's right here. There's the new hook.
You sure?
And that's heading towards Burroughs. Burroughs, and then eventually into Owens Crossroads here.
Changing. It was doing it both ways, really. It's blowing that way, yeah. Left to right now.
this storm's turned southeast like at all, I gotta go to my safe spot. Just letting you guys know. It's getting a little close.
Yep.
Owens Crossroads. It's about 7 miles from me.
Strong rotation now.
Okay, they're indicating strong rotation. The storm is definitely getting a little bit stronger. It's trying.
Here above us.
Wow, strong wind where they are.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Here's the cut.
Okay, now that tornado warning was just issued for me. If you live in Paint Rock, Woodville, Grant, and New Hope, guys need to be in your safe spots. The storm is definitely trying to organize here. It is still over 231, and it is heading towards Owens Crossroads. If you live in Owens Crossroads, you need to be in your safe spots. You check to see if this tornado is still on the ground back here. Yeah, it looks like this rotation is deciding, or is a little bit disorganized there now. Looks like that one's lifted. Let me see where this thing is heading. If it's going straight east. Actually, I'm still technically not in this tornado warning. I just realized. I am not in this. Not in the tornado warning. It is literally probably 100 feet from where I am. I'm technically not in it though. It's okay. I'm not in the tornado warning. And I'm watching it. If it comes close to me, or if it looks like it's diving to the south, I'll go to it.
A new
But
tornado warning has been issued.
I'm technically not in the tornado warning. Probably about 100 feet off of me. All right, let's come back over here and check back in with our chaser. There's technically a road he can take that'll take him all the way to Owens Crossroads pretty quickly. Yeah, but unfortunately, he's finding out service out here is pretty crap. All right, let me check see what this storm looks like on Armor radar. Refresh. Yeah, over there near Hobbs Island. Reflectivity. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely trying to wrap up there near Huntsville Speedway. Yeah, it's probably going to go directly into Owens Crossroads, which I'm pretty sure, like, out in that area, that's like where the center, like, of all of my power is. So it's very likely I lose power here as well. All right, looks like Brett's getting another view of the storm. Let's go look in.
There it is.
Or what is? Oh, yeah. You can see it right in the middle of the trees. There's the circulation. Doesn't appear to be on the ground yet, but we definitely got a wall cloud with this storm now. Wall cloud. Latest velocities, though, still relatively weak, but kind of gaining strength. It doesn't look as outflow dominant on Armor radar. You can actually see there's a little bit of circulation developing there. Make sure you're still sheltered in place. Let's come back over here and check in on this tornado warning here in northern Alabama. Still a broad area of circulation there. Has not re-wrapped back up. Let's go back if we want to check in. Oh, I think he's on that road that takes him into
We're gonna find out when
Owens
we get
Crossroads.
to Owens Crossroads, but obviously we can't chase it any further than that. Look over the top of the mountain.
Okay.
Have you
I like actually know this road. This is crazy.
Yeah. Well, not that one.
I think you know this road too.
Wow. Look at the back cut. That's where it's at.
Oh wow.
That is a tornado on a mountain right there, I do believe.
And they're thinking that's a tornado on the mountain.
We'll see.
We'll see. Let's go check our latest scan. As far as I can tell, it is trying to consolidate like right here. I'm gonna look outside just real quick. The the inflow in this storm is very warm. The inflow is pretty much streaming right over my house into this storm right now, and it's very warm. It's very likely this could be about to produce here. The latest scan from the Doppler radar armor. Look at that. Rotation is definitely developing here near Madison County Nature Trail. About to push into Owens Crossroads. Warm inflow is bad, yes. Surprised I still have my. I see like these bands, inflow bands that are like moving into the storm. It's like a little banded feature that you usually see with the storm that's really pulling in moisture. I'm being careful. I'm technically not in this tornado warning, but I'm watching it just in case I see any signs that it could be, trying to come a little bit further south. There does appear to be a merger about to push into this storm. Hopefully that doesn't nudge it. There's your area of rotation over there near Owens Crossroads. Still waiting to see if Brett can get a new view of this. Okay, he's back. Let's listen in. Thank you, Sandy, for the 2. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's radar indicated still.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, we're still dealing with a radar indicated tornado here. There's our main area of circulation. Now to move in the area, and that the outflow is actually about to fly right over my house. Man, this is crazy. I sure hope this doesn't drop near Owens Crossroads. It's still not on the ground, but it's trying. It is trying to wrap up. Okay, latest scan. A little bit weaker rotation there. Let me check from the armor. Armor radar is still indicating some pretty strong circulation about to go right into Owens Crossroads. Still want Hampton Cove to be in their safe spots over there near Big Cove too, because if this occludes up to the north real quick, I can still technically go into the Hampton Cove area. It's like Cherry Tree, Big Cove, Berkeley, Hayden, Gurley, Paint Rock, Woodville. All need to be in their safe spots. Let's listen back in. Man, our chasers just, yeah, the service is really bad out here, to be honest. Yeah, latest scan back over here on a tornado warning over here near Stevenson. Still a broad area of circulation. No new tornado on the ground yet, but still keeping an eye on it. And back out here further west, just a big old mass of rain. It's really going to stabilize the atmosphere, at least over the Huntsville area. We're almost done over here in the Huntsville area. I do want to check in on these storms just really quick. Man, yeah, these storms do have some pretty decent rotation over there in Tennessee. This one might actually be about to produce near Crossville. If you live in Crab Orchard, I'd be in your safe spots. You're close enough to see out of your window? Yeah. I'd say. Still waiting on that latest data to come in, but it does seem like this storm is becoming pretty outflow dominant. Looks like Brett finally has a view of it. I think he's pulling up into New Hope. Or is about to. He's still pretty close to the circulation and is going into Owens Crossroads right now.
Oh, look who's in front of him.
Is he talking about me? Oh, he's talking about somebody else. Okay. Oh, wow. Yeah, Josh caught the shelf cloud as it moved into this area. All right, I'm going to take one last look. I have to. Just one last look. It is non-stop lightning out there. It's crazy. I don't see the mesocyclone yet, though, from where I'm at. I think it's got to pass more to the east a little bit, but I'll definitely have a view of it. If I could put it together, if I could connect my phone to my stream, I would. Yeah, Brad's about to be on 431. He's literally about to drive right next. Never mind. All right, let's listen in. Oh yeah, that's New Hope.
Hey, where are you going?
I literally get gas at that shell.
Yeah, I was asking where you were going.
To the right, that's where I get my liquor.
Yeah, I see Grant. Okay. I don't know that anything's going to happen now. It's if you look at the radar, there's a boundary off that lead cell that's pushed through.
That latest scan out over here. It seems like the main area of circulation might be back over here, but there's also a little mesocyclone moving into the New Hope area as well. Where's the tornado? It doesn't seem like the tornado's on the ground right now anymore. The one that we had on the ground was back over here, but it's since lifted. And you can see right here, there's Brad Arnold.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Yeah, Brad Arnold. Brett Adair. I think he's getting out ahead of this thing. That's crazy. I can literally drive on that road every day. Yeah, latest scan here. Still, I got an area of rotation over here near New Hope. It looks like a new area. That's probably going to be a new mesocyclone. I think we're getting a handoff. This is fully occluded near Owens Crossroads. It doesn't seem like that produced as far as I can tell. Then over here near, oh. That's interesting. Maybe a brief tornado happened. Just in New Hope. That could have just been a clear air contamination. It's kind of hard to tell. All right, back over here near Stevenson. Still some stronger winds over 72 at the moment. Yeah, this is mainly just a big old gust front. Need to figure out a way. Try something here last minute. Wait for the next scan. Give me 1 second. Make any sense? Okay. Okay, members might be getting a notification. Just letting you know. Just trying to find it. There it is. There's that. And then put this there. That on. Okay. That on. Okay. There it is. There's the mesocyclone. Look at that. Can y'all see it on the mainstream? Is it coming through? It should be on the mainstream too. Yes, on both? Okay, perfect. Can you guys hear me on both of them too? It's starting to rain a little bit. This is crazy. So much lightning. There's that shelf cloud everybody's been taking photos of. That's the outflow dominant portion of it right there. And then back in here is where the rotation, it's gonna be in that direction. Back in there. So far, it's not too stormy. It's starting to rain a little bit though. Probably gonna be getting some hail here shortly. Yeah, this is the tornado warning storm near New Hope, Alabama. Can't tell you exactly where I am other than I am close. And this is what it looks like. So we have a view of the circulation. It's coming. You can see the shelf clouds right there. Probably not gonna stay out here for too much longer. But look back over there as well. It's definitely a potent storm. Lots and lots of lightning. And that last little gust was actually kind of cold. Yeah, it was literally just warm just a moment ago. And now it's getting cold out in front of the storm. So I'm definitely thinking this thing is outflow dominant at the moment. Oh wow, look at that. What is that? That's interesting. Interesting looking shelf cloud. Scary looking cloud. That's looking like something back in there. It's crazy because Brett's like back over there somewhere. Whoa, that looks wild.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
What is that? I think that's just a shelf cloud, right? Doesn't look too tornadic. Not a whole lot of motion. That's what it looks like behind me. You see, I'm on the southern edge of the circulation. How's the service? Is the service still looking good? Is it still a clear picture?
A new tornado warning has been issued.
That's low. Yeah, it's pretty darn low. Including Scottsboro, Alabama, Rainsville, New Hope. New tornado warning out over there. Oh, my area just got put under a tornado warning. Hold on, let me go look at the radar just to make sure We probably just got put in the next polygon, but I have to make sure. My sirens are weird. It's just a person speaking. Yeah. Yeah, they just put me in, but the circulation is still off to our north.
Yeah, they just
We're
put me
fine.
in.
All right, I'm gonna go
The
look back at
circulation
the
is
storm.
still off to our north. We're fine. All right, I'm gonna go look back at the storm. So the circulation is still what we were looking at. Jazzy Noodle, are you feeling better, Mr. Mobsters? Oh, you can hear a siren in the distance. Oh, here it is. Can y'all hear it? Classic Alabama person. Oh, y'all hear that siren? I'm gonna go outside and look. That's okay. Rotation's over there. The inflow got warm again. And if you're just now tuning in, there's a tornado warning heading towards Rainsville and Scottsboro. You guys need to be in your safe spots, and this is the storm. There's the mesocyclone. That's where the tornado would form. Still not seeing a tornado, though. Be right back in there. That's crazy. Could y'all hear those sirens? So eerie. What if, like, Brett and the Dominator just drove through on this road here? That'd be so scary. Let's wave to Brett. Hey, Brett. Probably took the wrong road. Oh, whoa, there's something back in there. Y'all see that? Right there. It's getting lit up by the lightning. That could be something. Is there a debris on radar? Interesting. Man, it's a beast of a storm, though, I'll tell you what. As you can see, it missed me. Thankfully, just by a couple of miles. Man, there's something back in there. That might be the wall cloud. This is where else it looks like out here. Pretty clear off in that direction, but then bam, big old storm. All right, I think it's kind of too far to see now. I mean, there's a little interesting thing right there, I guess. Yeah, this is the tornado warned circulation in Alabama, near Scottsboro. Near Scottsboro. This is going towards Scottsboro. If you live in Scottsboro, you need to be in your safe spots. What if, like, one of my neighbors was watching my stream? That'd be hilarious. They'd be like, "That's my house." Yeah, I think we're losing view of the storm. But yeah, that's it. That's the storm there. Thank you, members, for tuning in, and everybody watching the main stream. I'm gonna be coming back to the radar to keep to continue radar coverage. Just wanted to try to assist with the ground view as much as possible.
All right, we're back. That storm was crazy. We might have saw something there. Let me check the radar. Man, there's definitely rotation back over in that direction. Let me see if there's ever a debris signature. There was never a debris signature. That was probably just the wall cloud. What the heck's happening over here? This little storm's got a pretty decent inflow to it. Not a whole lot of rotation, but their inflow is pretty strong. Simpson, Louisiana. Sure, we can check down there. Oh, over here near Boyce.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Yeah, maybe. This should probably be warned there. And also, oh, another one over here near Fisherville. And we got a couple of circulations back over here. Let me get chat back up. So that's apparently how we get me on the stream. At least my phone on the stream. That's not too difficult. If you're taking us outside, yeah, no problem. Yeah, that was for this storm over here near Scottsboro. Let's come back over here and check in on this guy in eastern Tennessee. Yeah, still some pretty dangerous looking rotation on this. I'm surprised. Has this one ever been confirmed yet? I'm surprised this one hasn't been confirmed. We got a couple of decent circulations in eastern Tennessee. This one over here near Spencer as well. And then this one back over here near Graysville heading towards Dayton. Power flashes on that chaser stream.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
On Bread stream?
That's what I thought. Alright, that'll work. Bye.
Oh, wow, this is observed now.
New information.
So we did see it.
Warning has been upgraded.
We saw the tornado. Someone clipped that from the stream earlier. Apparently we saw the tornado. This is on the ground now. Just observed.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
This is now observed over here. By the way, Mom and Dad, you can come out of your safe spots, by the way. Wow, that's crazy. I think we actually saw it. It's on Twitter. Let me see. See, told you guys I'm a good storm chaser. Don't even have to leave the front. Don't even have to leave my front door. Yep, there it is. There's the tornado right there. Wow. Count it. Yeah, Brett Adair is right next to this. Let's go listen into him right now. He's literally right next to that circulation. It's almost a road trip. Yeah, I guess I could have taken y'all to the tornado shelter with me. Can't believe that. We actually helped a little bit. That was a tornado. And last view of this tornado from this warned storm here, right there. There's that tornado right back in there. And now it's observed. So we actually caught it before they upgraded it, which is crazy because there's really not that much rotation with this thing, but it was on the ground.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Oh, man. Am I in this one? Oh, my God. I'm also not in this tornado warning. That's going to be for this storm back over here near Owens Crossroads, New Hope, Gurley, and Paint Rock. We got more tornadoes. Tornado warnings out over here. Looks like Mom and Dad, you need to go back to your safe spots. DMs. Let's see the DMs. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah. I saw something over there.
Oh my gosh, you can hear the tornado sirens near them. The ones that speak. That's the same ones I have. That's wild. Thank you, Apricot, for sending me or for gifting 5 memberships. Thank you so much. Where's the tornado? Well, it was when I spotted it. It was over here, I think. Either over here or over here. And now it's over here. Apparently, we have a tornado on the ground with this storm. How do you identify a debris ball? Well, there isn't any debris balls right now, so I can't really use a great example there, fortunately. Let's come back over here, check back. Do you want to check back over here in Tennessee? Because these rotations are looking pretty dangerous. Yeah. Area of rotation here. Still, south and east of Spencer. Still doesn't appear to be on the ground, though, as far as I could tell. And it looks like this circulation near Harriman is starting to get a little bit weaker. But this one over here near Decatur in Tennessee could eventually get warned there as well. Kentucky is doing all right. You guys got some severe weather. 60-mile-per-hour winds right now. Let me check velocities. Yeah, velocities are looking good, except for this one over here near Richmond. Richmond has a little bit of broad circulation. Wouldn't rule out a tornado warning for that. I guess the HRRR was right, huh? Still in the shelter? Okay. Ider, Oklahoma? Where's Ider? I mean, Alabama? Oh, yeah. Yeah, this needs a warning over here near Flat Rock, Alabama. Some stronger rotation is developing there, south and west of Shiloh. Yeah, it looks like these storms, what they're doing right now is this first storm that went out here, it laid down that outflow boundary, and they were going up to the north, but now they're all going to the east. So it sounds like these storms kind of latched onto that boundary, and they're trying to produce multiple tornadoes here. It's crazy how I'm still not in this tornado warning right here near New Hope. But another dangerous circulation is passing over New Hope right now. Please be in your safe spots. And in a little bit, that's going to be going into Grant, Alabama. A lot of inflow getting into the storms. Yeah, they really is. I mean, if you look at this storm in particular, you kind of we got some side lobe contamination on it, kind of giving us a sneak peek of how strong the wind shear is aloft. And it's pretty strong. It's like it's around 40 to 60 knots there, which is pretty decently strong there. Good evening, good evening. Welcome back, welcome back. Are mom and dad closed? No. They can almost come out of their safe spots. Just being careful. Better safe than sorry, they say, unless you're the guy saying it, I guess, because I was not. Technically, they issued that tornado warning for me when the storm circulation was already past me. So there is that.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Tornado warning has been issued out over here near Tennessee, near Dayton. Little area of circulation right there, heading right towards Decatur. If you live in Decatur in 10 Mile, please be in your safe spots. Looks like they have decided to warn this circulation. Would not rule out a significant tornado with some of these storms right now. This radar, though, it looks a lot broader. I'd say at least the strongest consistent rotation, when you check all the radars, is this one right here near Spencer. But that one's probably closest to producing. But I would not let your guard down over there in Decatur, Tennessee. Man, Brett is like right in the middle of the notch here of this tornado, or this tornado warn storm.
All right, watch out.
They're like right in. They're pretty much about to be in the circulation, I think. I cannot believe they're trying to chase in the back roads of Grant.
Yeah, tornado just to our west, like literally.
These roads are so windy.
No, I know. Hold on.
No, it's just that the rotations on these storms are literally passing just to my north.
I know what he's trying to do. He's trying to get us out here to 79. And it's right here. Oh, God. Yeah. It's right here. There you go. All right. 79 is going to take us northeast. Oh, Lord.
Keep your eyes peeled. That tornado's going to be somewhere around here.
That goes northeast.
It's still on the ground because it's still observed. This is still observed here, and it definitely seems like it's wrapping up again. This crazy Brett. There's his little icon. He's literally in the middle of that rotation. So that tornado could drop right on top of him. So let's watch to make sure that doesn't happen. Oh, what's that? Little funnel?
Straight road. You should be able to go.
What is that? This weird thing on the top of the screen there. I don't know if that's like part of his like windshield stuff or what.
Everything's good. Hey, stop it. Yeah, I know what he's doing. Alright. We can flip her too if you want in a second. Okay.
And they're literally right under that circulation right now.
Where'd he go? I think he's looking the wrong way. Yeah. Oh, no, he's not. Where you at?
What is he doing?
I think it's out your left window. Look to the left, T. Yeah, man, it's clouded up now. Yeah. Ain't nothing behind.
All right, latest scan on our storm here near Lakeview Beach. A near section. Looks like that rotation did broaden out again. These storms they're trying to become inflow dominant. I felt it when I was outside. Might be on the ground there. Oh, no, never mind. I felt it when I was outside. It's like you get inflow first, it's warm, and then it becomes cold.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Over here near Ball, looks like this storm is outflow dominant. They're going to allow that one to expire shortly. New tornado warning has been issued for this storm going into northwestern Georgia. Here with an area of circulation just to the west of 59, about to cross over 59. All right, I need water. Hold on. Okay. Chazzy still hasn't figured it out. He has not eaten his bowl of food yet. All right. Latest scan on this storm. Still some broad circulation. Still keeping a close eye on it. Waiting on that latest scan to come in. Let's come watch Brett Adair real quick.
Hello.
He's still right next to it. Nah, he can't eat rotisserie chicken. He can only eat soft foods, and his regular dog food is a soft food, but he is not in the mood for that because he's probably not in the mood for it because he's been eating rotisserie chicken for the past couple of days. Wow, it looks crazy out here. Did he just drive over some power lines? Very strong winds. It must be in the RFD. Yeah, look, there's debris on the road. There's leaves falling out of the sky. That's just the RFD. It's kind of hard to tell. Given it's nighttime, there is a little bit of circulation over here. Sure. Yeah, I mean, he's right next to that. So that might have been a brief tornado that went through there right before he came through, or maybe just some strong winds. All right, latest scan. I am continuing to dodge these circulations like Keanu Reeves. This one is now heading into Grant, Alabama, kind of doing what this storm did earlier. So it might eventually try to get some organization to it. RFD is rear flank downdraft, powerful surge of cooler air surges on the rear flank of a storm. Really can lift those winds up. He's muted his stream, though, because he's talking to somebody on the phone. So we can't really listen into it, but we can see that it's very windy near that circulation there. So I'd still be in your safe spots in Powell, Hen, A, Gar, Sylvania, and Powell and Rainsville. Still be in your safe spots. Same over there in Scottsville. Also, mom and dad, you can come out of your safe spots, by the way. Storms are past you for now, but still more storms back over here. Who knows? These should go more east to the south of you guys, though. So if I were a betting man, I would say the tornado threat's over for you guys. Let's come back over here. Looks like our circulation is broad still with this. Still moving off to the east towards 59. In Georgia, still want 193 to continue to be in their safe spots. And then back over here into Tennessee, still got a decent area of circulation near Rock Village, a Rock Village at Indian Rock Lake. Yeah, I mean, this one over here near Decatur still has some pretty weak circulation. It's struggling. But this one back over here has continued to have some pretty strong circulation to it. I'm still honestly surprised that that hasn't produced a tornado. It might have, and it just might not be hitting that much. But if I lived in Village of Indian Rock Lake, I'd be in your safe spots. Back over here near Harriman, still keeping an eye on this storm as well. But rotation has gotten pretty broad and weak on that circulation right now. Still be in your safe spots just in case. Let's come check back over here. We're Brett Adair. Still dealing with some pretty strong winds. Very low visibility. Still can't believe we caught that tornado. Cone? Yeah, it could have been a cone when we caught it. Like a brief cone. Brett is near you. Oh, yeah. Is Brett near me? Yeah. And he's driving away from me now. He's definitely driving away. And I think this storm still has some potential. This was the storm, I think, that produced a tornado not too long ago in the Huntsville area, if I remember correctly. That could be the same supercell. Let me just double check. Pretty sure it is. Still can't believe we had a tornado emergency in Huntsville. Yeah, that is the same supercell. Yep. It's still trying. Right in there. Wouldn't rule out a little tornado deep in there. And in fact, there might be kind of lots of debris there. Oh, never mind. You're in Gurley, Alabama. Yeah, Gurley is you should still technically be in your safe spots up there. I will say there's a little rotation to your south. Just don't want it to like occlude up to the north or do anything. So I'd still be in your safe spots. Like give it like 5 minutes and you'll be perfectly fine. Still really strong rotation south of Village at Indian Lake. I'm not seeing a debris signature on that though. Not from any radar. Wish we had a radar closer to this storm. Back over here near Harriman. Let me see which one's closest for this one. Yeah, rotation still struggling on that storm. And then back over here near Decatur. Yeah, definitely still some decent inflow on this storm. So if you live in Decatur, I'd still be in your safe spots. Same with Harriman and Kingston, just in case. You never know. Sometimes these things can be rotating a little bit more than what a radar really far away says. Man, how is that not on the ground? I treat this like it's on the ground because if that actually spits out a tornado, it could be a strong one over there near Village at Indian Rock Lake. Yeah, it's one south of Scottsboro. It looks pretty dangerous, but you can definitely tell on velocities that it's still pretty outflow dominant right now. It needs to retap it back into that warm and moist air. I don't think it's on the ground at this moment. I think it's lifted. But it might be producing little tiny tornadoes, though. That is possible. Wartburg, Tennessee. No, you have a tornado warning to your south and a line of damaging winds to your west. And you actually even got another couple circulations to your north as well. But looks like you're going to thread the needle in Wartburg. What about Georgia? Well, the tornado threat is officially moving into northwestern Georgia. I think northwestern Georgia probably has the highest chance for tornadoes. A lot of our storms back over further to the west have been really struggling. So, like Brett turned on his volume again. A little bit of a jump scare there. But yeah, I would say the biggest tornado threat is going to be up here for this region of Georgia. These storms seem to be the most tornadic of the day for now. They've had a couple of tornadoes today. A lot of them have been brief and weak tornadoes. Have you had any confirmed tornadoes like since this one in Alabama? Oops, wrong scene. Sorry. Since Alabama, because we've been paying all the way attention to Huntsville, but now that the storms are past my family and me, just trying to get back into the loop. How far northeast are these storms going to travel? Well, if we look at our outlook, it looks like we still have an enhanced risk all the way into parts of northern Georgia, going into eastern Tennessee. I mean, they'll potentially keep on traveling into like Asheville, Greenville, Anderson, over there near Johnson City and Bristol as well. And maybe even travel as far east as like Kitty Hawk for tomorrow morning.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
A tornado warning here. I guess they didn't have one. Deerhead Cove, still need to be in your safe spots. An area of broad circulation is around you right now. The latest on this rotation here near New Hope and Owens Crossroads. That's pretty much fizzled into nothing. It's crazy how you can really see that outflow boundary extend all the way down. Actually, it's probably more draped like this. Yeah, these storms are extremely outflow dominant right now. These ones especially are not going to be able to tap into any warm or moist air. The only one that can is this one because it did that east turn, but all of these storms are traveling in its wake. So probably a pretty low chance that these fire. That's also part of the nudger theory, believe it or not, that when you have a large storm in the forward flank of a storm, what happens and what we're seeing here on this outflow boundary is you know, we get a big old cold pull, and these storms are contributing, making that cold pull a little bit stronger. This one as well, making it a little bit stronger. We get a lot of cold air. Storms want this warm air that's down over here near Fife and Guntersville trying to come up, but it can't because there's this big old area of cold air that's kind of holding it from getting up into those storms' mouths, with the mouths are right here. They're trying to chomp at that, but it can't. But you can see this one over here, because it's the one creating the cold pull. There is no cold pull to its east, no storms in its forward flank. And so it still is probably tapping in to some warm air that's sneaking there past Rainsville into Powell and then into our supercell here south of Scottsboro. That's pretty much what's happening here. So this storm definitely has our most tornadic potential here in the short term. I need to eat something. I kind of do. I also need to go help if I can. But I'm going to wait until these storms are out of Alabama, at least in northern Alabama. I don't think these storms back here are going to be very tornadic. Mainly just these guys are traveling. You can see, you know, where all of our tornado warnings are right now, because this is where our strongest lower level jet is. And yeah, you can see it is just brushing over all these storms. Let's come back over here to Tennessee. Check back in on these guys if it can, if it'll let me. I don't know what's happening there. Let me refresh. There we go. Yeah, looks like this area of rotation over here near Village at Indian Rock Lake is weakening a little bit, but still strong enough to be concerning. Heading towards Crab Orchard. Still radar indicated. Back over here near Decatur, looks like this area of circulation is pretty broad now, pretty weak near Decatur, mainly just damaging winds possible there. And then back over here near Harriman, yeah, rotation over here is pretty darn weak as well. Some decent little circulations, broad circulations over here near Elgin in Huntsville, Tennessee. Also some damaging winds of up to 60-mile-per-hour winds all the way along this line, about to head into London, Kentucky. Maybe a little area of circulation trying to develop over here near Livingston, about to head into Annville, north of London. It seems like Brett's getting left behind by these storms. These storms are incredibly hard to chase. As you can see, there's just all these different little roads out here. And if you were to try to chase this, you'd have to be driving windy all the way around. And this storm's moving at, let's see, storm's moving at 35 miles to the east. So you would have to be traveling like 80 miles per hour on those windy roads to keep up. Getting your butts kicked in Tipton, Indiana. Thankfully, these storms have weakened significantly. A little bit of heavy rain, a little bit of lightning. But your butt's not gonna get kicked too hard. You will survive. Just be indoors. Confirmed EF3 north of Grinnell, Kansas. Oh my goodness. And we're still waiting on that latest scan to come in. How do you see straight winds on radar? Like winds that aren't rotating? Well, it's pretty much winds like this. Like winds that are smooth with not a whole lot of color change are moving straight, right? The colors indicate, are these winds moving away or or towards the radar? So these winds are moving away because our liner storms are back over here moving in this direction. These are moving towards the radar. So the general flow here by the surface of the radar is in this direction. And so when you see a smooth color, that means you have winds going in the same direction. But when you start to see the reds and greens going towards each other, that means you've got winds traveling in different directions, very close to each other. And then when they touch, but they are right there, typically you're watching out for a tornado there. But that, in this case, that is the inflow of the storm. Our mesocyclone is down over here in their section. That's where we would be expecting a tornado to drop out of that. Wind has died down. Lightning is putting on quite the show now. Nice. Check back over here near Trenton. Yeah, still broad circulation here. Back over here near Oak Ridge. Still looking good. Back over here. How's the storm looking? Still a little bit of rotation, but a million times weaker. Not a million, but like 10 times weaker than it was. That circulation was pretty darn strong, but it has definitely lost its marbles a little bit. I still wouldn't rule out like a conservative, like, hey, still kind of worried about the storm tornado warning. Just in case, it could wrap back up and they might just want to be safe than sorry. We'll see. Hearing that Alabama lost a radar site. Did they really? Yeah, might have lost the armor radar, maybe. About 500,000 times weaker. There was just, and I survived. This happened when you were in school. Oh, wow. That's scary. Hope your school had a good plan. Yeah, I wonder how strong that tornado was that came through. Came into Madison. That thing was crazy. I really thought downtown Huntsville was going to get a direct hit. It'll be interesting to see exactly where it lifted. If it lifted like right before Huntsville, or if we still had a circulation with some debris getting lofted as it went into Huntsville, because it was extremely unclear at where that tornado really lifted because it got rain wrapped. Still can't believe Reed Timmer did a 0 meter near Huntsville as well. He's got a show in Huntsville the 26th on my birthday. So everything's lining up. Something cool is going to happen at that show. Lots of damage in Huntsville, Alabama. Really? Like deep in Huntsville? Let me see if I can get any news on that. I haven't seen any news from this storm. But I'm probably about to go over there and As soon as these tornado warnings enter out of Alabama, I'm probably gonna go over there and check it out. See if I can get us some waters or something, some food. I also need to get myself some food as well. Let me see here. Huntsville tornado. Yeah. Still looks like that thing was on the ground. Tornado was on the ground. Potentially, like, almost in the downtown. Yeah, it looked like it lifted just near downtown. I saw a time lapse of it here, or a time lapse from a camera in the area. Can't show it on stream. Still can't believe that happened. I'm not seeing any damage photos out of the area yet. Is this okay? I think this radar is dead. So I guess we did lose a radar. We have not gotten a scan in so long. That radar is gone. Shoot. Well, that sucks. Someone was right. I thought this one was still working. It was until about 15 minutes ago. But yeah, we did just lose that radar for sure. We still have the armor radar. It's still working. And the armor radar still seems to still be working. There's still some rotation. Intersection, Alabama. It's not really that strong. That's this one over here, just east of Grant, right up in here. Still an area of rotation there, south of Scottsboro. And another one over here, south and east of Scottsville. So there's still broad circulations inside of this storm right now. The latest scan over here near Harriman. Looks like those storms are weakening pretty decently, but this one over here is still trying. Over here near Alloway. Crab Orchard there in Tennessee. It's still trying over there, so I would still be in your safe spots. It's so frustrating that this radar is out. Let's see what Brett's up to. No volume again, Brett. Like he's traveling back to Huntsville. He might be driving home. Thank you, Feather Sketch, for the $4.99. Thank you so much. Could you tell us about upstate South Carolina later? Worried about Supercell popped up earlier. Should you go to bed yet? I mean, the overall severe thunderstorm risk for South Carolina is definitely there. Like up here in like Greenville, Anderson, Walhalla. Tornado risk, though, is going to be relatively low. It's so frustrating that that radar is down. It's annoying me so much. It sucks. Can't really look at those storms like at all. Check DMs. Okay. KDX or KHTX radar, the radar that supplies info to North Alabama, was sustained catastrophic failure and will not be operational for the rest of the night. If you're in a storm, if you're a storm chaser chasing because you're blind now, if you're North Alabama, Georgia, stay in your safe place for a while. Okay. Yeah, the problem is we're just not going to have a good look at this. Well, actually, yeah, we will. We still have the armor radar. Oh. Do we? Or is the armor radar down too? Yeah. Oh. Armor radar is still up. Not seeing any rotations around the Huntsville area right now. Mainly just damaging winds, potentially going into New Hope, Alabama. This line of storms is now in New Hope. And in fact, in the Huntsville area, there is still some heavy rain moving into Owens Crossroads, but no rotations there. Like the Huntsville area is about to be done for the night, it seems.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Power lines down in Ellis, Athens. New tornado warning has been given out for this. Broadcast media confirmed tornado, apparently. Still on this storm. So I still want Sylvania, Powell, Rainsville, and Valleyhead to continue to be in their safe spots. Your phone is going off in Scottsboro. Yeah, I'd still be in your safe spots for a little bit there in Scottsboro as we figure out what the heck's happening near you. We do got a couple of circulations, one to your south and then another one to your east there in Scottsboro. So here, this radar is pretty much pointless for Alabama now. Here's the real reflectivity. You can see the line of storms is coming down like this. We got a supercell out over here, another supercell over there, maybe a supercell trying to embed. Or it's just out in front of the line. No rotation on that guy, though. We do have some rotations back over here. This is near just south of Scottsboro. You can't really see the city, but I see it's right here. And then another rotation over here near Dutton. And apparently one of these circulations has a tornado on the ground, but you can't really tell too well by the radar there. I'm not seeing any debris signatures near those, but it seems like we're getting some hail contamination right now. That's the latest in the northern Alabama area. Man, I am starving. I have not eaten since this morning. No, since the salad. No, not too bad. Mom brought me a salad at like 4. But salads don't really fill you up. I haven't eaten in 5 hours, so it's not too bad. All right, they did allow the southern tornado warning near Decatur to expire, and I got a feeling they're going to let a lot of these warnings expire as well. Back over here, this one expires in 1 minute. This one back over here expires in 1 minute. This one back, yeah, all these tornado warnings expire in 1 minute, so they're probably about to be gone. Watch them. Watch them go here on Radar Omega. Actually, since it expires in 1 minute, it'll probably all go at the same time. Any traffic cams to see the storms? Not. I mean, I guess we technically could. They're in Virginia. I mean, in Tennessee, but I just don't got the energy for it. I would say the most unfortunate thing about the radar going down is this storm over here near Dalton, Georgia. There is just not a single iota of an understanding of what is happening with this storm. I mean, we got a little bit of something there aloft. That's about all we got. And that's all we can really tell. Cannot see it from the armor radar, unfortunately. All right, these tornado warnings have officially expired out here. Let's see if they issue another one. Their rotation west of Moulton, Alabama. Is it Moulton? I like Moulton's pretty close. Yeah, pretty close to Florence. Nope. Looks like you guys are good for the rest of the night. Tornado threat is passed. Why are these still up? They've expired. Go away. Yeah, here's from Radar Mega. As you can see, they're done. So what's going on here? Why can't I? Do I just the refresh? There we go. I don't understand why. But I gotta bring that up to the WeatherWise developer. That's been a problem for a little bit. Keep thinking I can look at this radar, but I can't. When does this one expire? This one expires in 14 minutes, but that circulation is about to leave the warning. And we still got these guys over here near Scottsboro, still keeping an eye on. We're gonna come pretty close to Fort Payne. Central Alabama clear for tonight. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be hit or miss. Wouldn't rule out maybe some storms trying to initiate back here, but it seems pretty like a low chance. All these storms to your north are firing and then moving up to the north. And this one down over here should stay to your south. These are outflow dominant. It kind of got left behind by our main forcing. Sucks. Got to use the KFC radar. Is Alabama good for the night? I would still say over here in Northeast Alabama, like near Gunnersville as well, it'd still be, ready to go. But these are mainly our only storms, I think, in the vicinity that still have, major severe potential and then like also maybe a tornado threat. But like this one back over here might try to do something, but all these are going to be traveling to the east. So it seems like our tornado line here is probably going to be like here, if I had to guess. That's my best guess. Yeah, it looks like Brett's just driving home. That's awesome. He's been chasing all across the United States this year. And he literally ends his chase where he lives. So he's going to get a good night's sleep. Jazzy, have you eaten your food yet? Or are you just sitting here, acting all innocent? I think what Chaz wants is some solid food, but he ain't getting none. What's the red for? Red is a tornado warning. Tornado warnings mean that a tornado is possible in the storm or happening. Okay. Back over to here and checking in on these storms. Yeah. Yeah. The most frustrating thing ever. All right, latest scans. Actually, let's use this. Probably smart not to use that radar, to be honest. Latest scans out over here. Now, it looks like our line of storms are now officially in New Hope. I can actually hear the rain picking up for me as well. Somewhere nearby there. Also, maybe a little bit of a tornado threat developing over here near Egypt, Alabama, on the southern portion of this line. Would not rule out that. Still have some decent rotation over here near Hen A Gar and section in Dutton, Alabama. This one over here seems to be our most dangerous, to be honest. Yeah, you can see it's getting oriented. Stronger winds are also developing on the southern side of this. I can't tell what's under here, though. Hopewell, Union Grove. Hopewell and Union Grove are near that circulation, so it would be over here. So that's this circulation. So you can actually kind of see that rotation a lot, but it's actually pretty decently strong. Wouldn't rule out a tornado happening there. It looks like they did allow this tornado warning to expire here in Georgia. Apparently the radar had a catastrophic failure, so not sure what caused that. What a day, huh? What a day. Honestly, it was kind of slow start, but things definitely picked up. The classic nighttime Dixie Alley. My parents are okay. Yeah. I was really scared for a little bit there when it first formed and we had that strong tornado on the ground. It seemed like it was going to last for a while, but thankfully we're not really in that long track type of tornado environment. So it didn't stay on the ground. It became outflow dominant really quickly, but it was probably on the ground for like 10 miles. I didn't leave. I'm here. I just don't feel like being on camera. I'm going back into relax mode. I cannot describe.
A new tornado warning has been
There's that
issued.
tornado warning for this storm where we have some rotation. That's going to be for Arab, Gunnersville, Albertville, Collinsville, and that is this area of circulation right here. See it quite clearly. There's your circulation heading into Union Grove, Sweet Home Baptist Church, Marshall, Medical as well, Cooley Cemetery, Street Cemetery, Point of Pines subdivision, Warrenton subdivision, and then eventually into Gunnersville there. There's your area of rotation. Can't see it on this radar too well because of how far away it is from the radar, but fortunately we don't have this radar. Yeah, still looks like it's not going to be back for a while. We'll continue to give you guys update. Ooh, dang. That thunder was close. Hey, Jazzy. Come here, Jazzy. Is that lettuce on the ground? Brownies. All right, let's go check back in those circulations to the west or to the east of north and east of this. Over here near Dutton and Hen A Gar. Still want you guys to be in your safe spots. We still have some rotations near you. They're near Dutton and pretty decent circulation still. Wouldn't rule out, a brief tornado with these storms. But unfortunately, we probably won't catch too much with our correlation coefficient. Did you go sweet peas and they take your teeth? Did you go sweet peas and they wake up with one less tooth? What happened? Did somebody in a white or in a green suit steal a tooth from you? Oh, I know. What was up with that? He didn't give you no quarters, no monies, no nothing. Not a single quarter. That tooth fairy was B. What a crazy day. Yeah, it's been a pretty crazy day. I agree. Had so many, like we started off with like a bunch of weak tornadoes, but then all of a sudden in the past couple of minutes, our storm's just been going pretty crazy. Yeah, let's check our latest radar. Yeah, looks like that circulation has kind of died off there, but still some pretty strong winds and maybe like a new circulation developing over here near Allison Accounting, Marshall Center North, near in Union Grove. Hey, thank you, Sprint, for the 10. Aw, Chazzy, the tooth fairy came. You got $10 for losing your tooth. What are you listening to? I don't know. What are you listening to? I was talking to my dog. He had tooth surgery today. I've been drinking water. Exactly. The grave injustice. In the Dom around from earlier, yeah. I mean, that must have been a strong tornado if it spun the Dominator around.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
New tornado warning has been issued over here near Dalton, Georgia. If you live in Dalton, Georgia, make sure you guys are in your safe spots there. What, Jen? Are you ready to come down? Okay. I love you. Go eat your food now. Dog is adorable. He is. I believe so. All right, latest scan is in on our radar. As you can see, still some pretty strong winds moving into Union Grove. Still watch out for a quick spin up tornado over there for Gunnersville, Union Grove, Albertville, Fife, and Collinsville. It's still kind of pushing towards you. And then back over here near Dutton. Oh, wow. Wind's really starting to pick up. Uh-oh. About to get blasted with some wind.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
New tornado warning has been issued over here near Halls Crossroads in Knoxville. Guys need to be in your safe spots out here.